In the next episode of The Lonely Man's Tragic Life, John's fear and obsession with the haunted cabin only grew stronger. He spent his days wandering the woods, trying to find a way to escape the grip of the dark figure that haunted his dreams. But as time passed, John realized that he was becoming more and more entwined with the cabin and the strange forces within it. He found himself drawn back to it again and again, unable to resist the pull. One night, as he lay awake in his bed, John heard a voice whispering in his ear. It was a cold, malevolent voice that seemed to be coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. It told him to embrace the darkness and to give in to his despair and grief. John knew that he should be terrified, but instead, he found himself succumbing to the voice's hypnotic words. He felt himself being pulled into a deep sleep and dreamed of the cabin, of the dark figure that haunted it, and of the voice that whispered in his ear. In the dream, John found himself back in a cabin, standing before the dark figure. It reached out to him, and he realized that it was not a figure at all, but a manifestation of his own grief and despair. The voice whispered again, telling him that he was meant to be there, that he belonged in the cabin and in the darkness. John awoke with a start, knowing that he had to leave the cabin and the woods before it was too late. But as he gathered his things and prepared to leave, he realized that he couldn't. He was trapped, both physically and mentally, in the cabin and in the darkness. John's tragic descent into madness had reached its climax, and there seemed to be no escape from the haunted cabin and the malevolent forces within it. Will he ever find a way out, or will he be doomed to spend the rest of his days trapped in the grip of his grief and despair? The next episode of The Lonely Man's Tragic Life will reveal the fate of John and the haunted cabin.